Hey guys, what is up? This is Byron, the multiple interests man here, aka Byron Hazlett, and welcome to the 44th episode of What's Going On with Triple B in Life. Now, I know that this might sound really repetitive since I've said this a lot, but this is true, and I do apologize for not making any of these types of videos for a while. It's just that I've been very busy with college and such, and even my new internship, which I will get to that topic soon, but other than that, yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm still kind of busy in college, but other than that, yeah. But without further ado, I would like to talk about what I've been doing outside of this series and what updates I have. So I've basically had a good Halloween and also a good Christmas and Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, and also New Year's Eve, but other than that, things are just going fine for me otherwise. So now I would like to share some major updates that have occurred to me recently, and these major updates have a lot to do with what jobs I have and what's more important to me than anything else. So first things first, I would like to start off by telling you guys that I got myself an internship for the internship courses that I'm taking. I'm actually taking one internship course, although I've recently had a lot of days to basically do the internship, which the internship that I got has a lot to do with the major that I'm going for in college. And my second college internship is with this media production company called ICRC TV, where they do live TV production and such. But it's mostly TV production. And no, as the interns, we do not get paid unless if we do some freelance work, but that's just different. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of live TV production with a company, and so far it's been going good. I've been learning how to use the Blackmagic RAW type of camera equipment, and it's getting a lot easier for me to get used to handling with that type of equipment than I did when I took one of the classes last year. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I just need to turn this light on for a good reason. And also, outside of my internship, I decided to get myself a job, which I've been looking for jobs to work for because I need money, because, we all need money for a lot of things. And I got myself a side hustle type of job, which is basically door dashing. So yeah, I am a DoorDash deliverer now. I decided to do it because why not? It's kind of like my backup job, and a lot of you do know that I can drive now, so that's nice. Although I do make a decent amount of money, and I still need to get myself an actual job where I would get paid better. But other than that, the door dashing is going fine for me. And plus, I deliver foods around my city. I'm not going to explain which locations, but yeah. Now, there's something big that I would like to tell you, but before I get into that, I would like to show you some stuff that I've been getting recently. Particularly last month, after Christmas. So I decided to order myself some cool things. And I got myself some really cool things that I would really like to show you guys. Although it's not the camera equipment or anything, but it's something kind of cool. So basically, first things first, I got some really cool stickers. And I ordered myself the Mickey Mouse themed stickers and also these SpongeBob stickers. Just to decorate my laptop and my car. Just fun, right? Yeah, with those iconic franchises and characters from Nick and Disney. Yeah, I also bought something from Amazon, which is basically an action figure that basically comes with cool features. And I got myself a creeper type of figurine. Now, we actually did have this before, but the previous one that we had was basically my brother's. And it also came with the TNT block and some gunpowder. Not the real one, just some 8-bit type of piece, which is very cool. I also got myself 2 plushies, and yes, I'm talking about the actual stuffed animals, but not the large ones. And I got myself the Yoshi plush and also the Toad plush off of Amazon. Pretty cute, huh? I have them just to entertain myself and to maybe use them for my future videos, and also just to have them for display for myself. And likewise, yeah. This version of Yoshi is actually kind of better than the old one that I've had. So yeah. Also, when I went to the career fair at college, which was basically media production related, I actually decided to take some free things that I got from each section of each stand regarding any type of media production positions and companies. And I basically got one from the Cincinnati Public Radio and also a pop socket from Local 12. Pretty cool, huh? I might have to put this logo sticker on my car sometime, but other than that, yeah. Now, I would like to talk about something that's very huge in my life. It hasn't officially happened yet, but I hope it does. And let me tell you this backstory regarding what I'm talking about and why I'm bringing this up. So, for the past 6 years, even before this world went to shit, I have had dreams about having a girlfriend. and I've been willing to have one ever since I was a teenager, and ever since I watched a lot of like media stuff regarding romance and such, you know. I mean, I was into girls for a while, but when I went through this optimal outcome, that's basically to the point where I started to become more interested in dating, and it's been something that I've been willing to experience for a while. And when I got into college, I was so ready to find a relationship with someone my age, but apparently that prediction did not age very well, almost. And I was also dependent on a ride, and my mom told me this a couple times where she stated that, hey, a lot of girls your age would prefer to have you as a driver when you drive around and not your parents, because basically, I can see why, because it is apparently weird when someone's not fully dependent, because apparently a lot of people, especially the hypocritical ones, are willing to have you be 100% independent. And personally, I don't blame them. So that is why I got myself a license and a car. So now I'm a legal driver. Although there were times where I almost had a girlfriend, but apparently none of them went through, because every woman that I meet would basically reject me because they're either taken or they're just mostly not interested in me, even if they're not taken. And it made me feel left out a lot, especially through those times. Hell, I've been rejected about 6 or 7 times, even in high school that I went to, with this one girl that I knew. And there were times when I would unintentionally make a few women uncomfortable, which I had that experience like twice. And I literally feel so bad for what I've done to those people. And there was even one time when I confronted this woman actually recently who actually lied to me about them having a boyfriend when in reality they were gay. Although I didn't confront her angrily, I did it politely, but when I did that through text, that was when I knew that I kind of screwed up. Especially when I found out, because I would look up people's social media without their consent and just direct message them on anything, but like, it's a long story. And even that one time when I direct messaged the other girl who looked moody, but like, she was very smart and I really liked her from then. However, though, I was sending her some questions that would be like very engaging. She was fine with it at first, but when I went ahead and started asking her some more questions, she really got on to me about it. And that was when I knew I had to back off. Not telling me that she was already taken, but I don't really care at the end of the day. I mean, they were nice to me from the beginning, and all of a sudden they started shaming me for basically this and that when I was not intentionally making them feel uncomfortable, and it just makes me look like a bad guy for doing that. Hell, it makes me feel like a loser for doing that, and I just feel so bad for what I did to a couple of those women, from that one confrontation to that one girl, to constantly ask engaging questions to someone who was already taken and shaming me for bothering them. Well, I'm sorry for doing that, all right? I made those 2 mistakes and I regret doing them. But again, at the end of the day, it's not something to dwell on or worry about, because basically in the end, it's just better to give them space. But at least I'm not going to make the same mistakes when I try to date other women. I mean, this is exactly what people would try to tell me, because basically, from what I was told a few years ago, is that if you try to find love, you actually get rejected a lot of times. And I mean a lot of times. And just because you get rejected a lot does not mean that this is the end of finding a relationship. This is actually the beginning, and you'll eventually find one. And this lesson is actually the exact same concept as trying to find a job or a scholarship. And since I'm almost out of college very soon, it almost feels like I'm out of luck. Not really outside of that. I mean, let me tell you this. I barely had any experiences of going on dates with girls. And yes, I'm straight, so don't get me started on this preference. Although I did go on one date, which was just a prom date with one girl that my mom knew. And yes, she was my age. I'm not going to say her name or anything, but she was very nice and such. And I literally had a good time. And I did have this one girlfriend, but like, long story short, one of my friends actually manipulated me into getting a girlfriend online, which I did not agree with. My relationship with that one woman did not last very long, and yeah. So fast forward to the present. My friend actually invited me to go to these speed dating events, which they're called the singles event. And I actually went to 2 of them. One was where we had to talk to a woman for 5 minutes and then switch to a different table and talk to the next one after another. And the last one that I went to was the Valentine's Day type of event. It was a lock and key type of event where every male has to have their key and every woman has to have a lock with them. And if you put your key into the lock, if it fits in there and if it unlocks the lock, that means you get a mutual match. And let me tell you this, I actually ended up getting 3 matches with the same girl that I ended up communicating with. I'm not going to tell you her name, but she is very close to my age, and she allowed me to have some contact with her. So hopefully she'll get back to me very soon, and if she and I end up getting into a relationship, I mean, not like now, but in the future, once we get to know each other and such, then I'm going to be happy. But basically, it depends on how our relationship would go. So like until then, and as time progresses, I'm hoping that our relationship would probably go very well. I mean, the first thing that I'll do is that I'll just probably go on this friend date or something, but basically we don't even know yet. So I might get a girlfriend very soon, but we will have to wait and see. Fingers crossed. So yeah, that is all I have to talk about in this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching the 44th episode of What's Going On with Triple B Life. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, whether it be a movie review or another episode of What's Going On with Triple B Life or anything else. I don't usually explain that, but you know what I mean. Until then, this is me, Byron, signing off. Peace.